Hi guys, here's a little video, another one on the Honda 216, HRU 216. So you've gone out and you've bought a mower and you think you're going to go out and kill it and the mower's not living up to your expectations. It's chugging along and you think it's not revving hard enough. A few other little things. You think it's not picking grass up properly, and you're a little bit disappointed. Well, this is what I do. This mower's not brand new, obviously, but this is what I do to a brand new mower out of the box. When I bring it home, one thing you want to do is make sure there's oil in it and an air filter, because I had a brand new mower once, got it home, no air filter, no oil. So you can't always trust the dealers to do these things. So do that. Number one thing. The first little tip, when you buy these mowers new, this little guide for the pull start rope will be out here. I take it off, put it on the inside. Why? Because it'll get caught on things, trees, houses, anything, and you can snap it off or you can cause damage to somebody's property. So undo it, put it around, makes no difference, just put it on the inside. That's a good little tip. Here's my little screw that I connect the flap to if I'm getting up and down stairs. I put a tacho on mine. You don't have to do that, just to know how many hours you've done, and when oil changes are due, it's good for things like that. Now, the biggest thing probably is the Revs, which I'll talk about in a minute, but while I'm here, just talk about the catcher, the bag. These mowers now come with a hard plastic bottomed catcher, and they have a cover, 2 layers over the top. Now those catchers are good, but they don't breathe very well. And one of the secrets of these mowers to pick up wet grass is to get them breathing properly. So this is one of the light bags, just bought off eBay for about 20 bucks. And they don't last as long, but they bag better because they breathe better. They're only thin material. They wear out on the corners here. Some guys like the original bags, but I just find that these breathe better. I've seen guys with the original bags tear that top layer off, and that they do that to help it breathe a bit better, because they get full of dust and it just blocks. Even these do, you know. Every now and then I give it a wash out or a pressure wash to clean all the dirt out of the pores. You know, some guys have them made out of shade cloth, and that's to get them breathing right. The airflow, you need that airflow to collect the grass, especially if grass is wet. Now, down here, this is the big thing. If you can see, I've already loosened that little plate off. I'll just pull it out. Yep, 10 mil. They're 10 mils. So I put a socket on it, 10 mil socket. Pull that plate off. Alright, now the first thing you want to do, this is to up the revs. This, if you can see that spring there, see where there's holes, that when you buy the mower, that spring will be up in the top hole or the second top hole. Take it out, put it in the bottom hole. Right, then start your mower up and get a little, it's a funny screw, so I just get a small screwdriver. See where the cover is, this black plastic cover, and you come in from around here, in here, and you unscrew it. You have your revs. See this arm goes across and touches that screw. Right, so that's what restricts your revs. Some guys put a tacho on it to get them right. I haven't got a tacho, so I don't do that. I just unwind it until I think, and I don't. You back it off until it's screaming its head off, and then you wind it in a little bit. You don't want it at absolutely full blast. You'll blow your motor up. And some guys say, oh, you don't want to do this without a tacho. Well, that's just rubbish too, because I've done every Honda mower I've ever owned, which will be dozens, and I have never ever blown a motor by doing this without a tacho. So anyone that tells you that, you can take that with a grain of salt. But don't have it, you'll scream and its head right off, or you will blow it up. Okay, so that's the how to get increase the revs, and it's simple. You know, dealers will say bring it back, and some dealers will say, oh, you want to run it for 10 hours first to run the motor in. Well, I just bring it straight home from the shop and do it, and I've never ever had a problem. So I hope that helps. Also, they'll come with 2 high lift blades and 2 low lift blades. For collection of grass, I find that 4 high lifts are better, but that's up to you again. You know, some guys run in the summertime, put 4 low lifts on to mulch better. You know, but some days one job I might mulch, next job I might collect. So I run the 4 highs because the 4 highs mulch good too. And it's just personal preference with blades. Your wheels will wear out. See the back ones here, totally bald. That doesn't matter, that's okay, they're still good. But one tip, when you're replacing your wheels, buy genuine. I mean, this Chinese rubbish that you can get for a quarter of the price is just that, rubbish. And what you'll find with those cheap wheels is, problems I've had, the tyre will spin on the rim eventually. Right, that's one problem. Another big problem is the actual wheel will go out of round, so it'll become sort of oval shaped and it'll be dum dum dum. So you can't get a nice cut on a lawn if your wheels aren't round. I mean, I don't know what they're doing to that happens, but I've had a lot, because I used to buy the cheap ones trying to save money. In the long run, you're not saving money, you're just spending money twice. And the Chinese ones, the ratchet inside and the ratchet holder that's actually in the wheel, the Chinese ones, the steel's rubbish and they crack inside there, and when that ratchet holder cracks, it ruins your ratchet. So, and again, don't buy Chinese ratchets, wheel ratchets, they're rubbish. Buy genuine, and you'll have less problems. But overall, it's not much to do, and then you've got a good mower. You know, keep your oil changed. I change mine about every 50 hours. Keep your air filter clean. You know, if you're mowing in dusty conditions, when you come home of an afternoon, just give it a tap out, brush it out. You don't have to replace it all the time, but if you just look after your gear a little bit, it'll serve you well. Yeah, so I hope that little video's helped a bit, guys, and we'll talk about some other stuff one day. I've got a battery Husqvarna whippersnipper there. I used a lot of battery tools, so there's something we can get into. Yeah, so good luck with it, guys. Thank you.